My life? Okay, I am. Good morning. Nobody heard that because I'm live and I don't have that many subscribers. The chances of the people who are subscribed to me being on YouTube right now are not that great. But last time I had such a hard time uploading my video that I decided, hey, I'm just going to do a live stream and uh, and save it. I mean, why not? Let's see how it works, right? I so I'm Lisa T, Lisa Tedesco. Um, just call me Lisa, Lisa Tedesco. Tantra Flower is another nickname. You can find me on Spotify. I'm also on Twitter, but I'm pretty mouthy there. So if you get upset and decide you don't like people who think differently than you, maybe don't follow me there. Or if you do and you decide you don't like me because you don't like my views or whatever, keep it to your fucking self. I'm so tired of how people talk to each other and think about each other right now. If somebody doesn't totally agree with you, then they must be a bad person or they must be stupid. They obviously don't have all the information you have. You know, trust me. I am. I'm a researcher at heart. I've always been that way. I look for every piece of information, and I don't just visit websites that agree with me. I visit all of them with an open mind because I think that we can always learn something. We almost always find out we're wrong uh, if we research stuff because this is just going to be my psychology degree coming out, but the human condition, we tend to think in extremes um, when the truth is that the answer is somewhere in the middle. So let me introduce you to my lava lamp. It's hilarious. This is what they said in the instructions is called pillory. What they mean is your lava lamp is going to look like it's incubating penises and sometimes boobs. It's hilarious. This lava lamp being so much bigger than what I'm used to, it produces some of the most hilarious shapes until it finally gets going. So how I ended up with this ginormous lava lamp, I didn't mean to. Um, so I was just trying to get a normal size lava lamp, and but my eyesight isn't that great, and I needed new glasses, and I misread the dimensions, and they had this one lava lamp that was I mean, it was only like $12, so I thought it was going to be another one of these tiny little ones, which I have kind of a cute story about this, but I don't want to interrupt my lava lamp story, so I'll tell you about this later. But so I thought it was going to be one of these, and I was like, well, I've already kind of got one of those, and you know, anyway, I thought it was going to be this size, so I was like, well, I better get the one that's $30 because that seemed like a reasonable price for a for the normal size lava lamp. And anyway, and when it came, it turned out I just got a really good deal because when it came, it was this huge monstrosity. It won't fit on my nightstand, I have been moving it around the house trying to find a place. Oh, I think we're getting a boob. We're we it was a boob for just a second, but now it's developing into, we might get another penis. We'll see. My friend Colleen that I talked about in my last videos, she named him Larry. I'll go with it. Why not, right? Okay. So anyway, I don't want this to last too long. I just wanted to test it really. I'm drinking Kahlua and coffee. I've been doing that the last few days. And oh, it's good. You know, I always thought Kahlua was made with vodka because most of the recipes for homemade Kahlua call for vodka. I've made it before and given it for Christmas gifts. But it says right on the front of the bottle, clear as day, rum. I like rum. I like cocktails. I don't drink a whole lot though, because I don't at one time. I mean, I drink probably 1 or 2 drinks 3 or 4 days a week. So I do drink frequently. I just don't drink a lot at a time when I do. Anyway, I'm gonna move Larry. He's hilarious, but I need to make room here because I've got some albums I want to show you, and I really don't want anything to spill. I shouldn't be drinking my coffee so close to my albums. I was going to ask you not to judge me for already drinking today. It's only 9:51 a.m. here in Dayton, Ohio, but you know, you should judge me for drinking right this close to my to a Van Halen album that I think I bought actually in 1978. So here it is. We did lose a couple of wonderful, wonderful musicians this week. The first one is Johnny Nash, who I miss. Oop, I accidentally turned the mic off. I was just trying to figure out how things work here. So it was Johnny Nash, and what a beautiful artist. You know, I know that he has decades of material, but that song I can see clearly now. There's a reason why that song was so popular, and it just meant a lot to me growing up. I that song got me through a lot of really hard times. It really did. I can't find. I know I have a Johnny Nash album, but I can't find it. Hey, good morning. How are you? I'm doing a test. I had such a hard time uploading my videos last time that I decided I was just gonna do my just do a little 15 to 20 minute coffee stream a few days a week if this works out, and show my vinyl that I have and whatnot, and then I can just save the video, and then I don't have to worry about uploading. So, but I was just talking about missing Johnny Nash, and how are you doing today? Oh, and I'm just learning how to use this. Oh yeah, I just tap on it. I just tap on it, and your comment comes up. Here, I'm gonna do this and leave this here for a minute so that people can see your name if they pop in. Probably not. I don't have that many followers. There's probably not that many people that are going to find me right now. I don't want to make this last too long because I really enjoy going over to Rachel. So I don't think she's on yet. But anyway, I was just saying that I miss Johnny Nash, and I can't find my Johnny Nash album. I'm still in the process of moving all of my albums down to the basement, and I have about 1,200 of them. And so I just wasn't able to find my Johnny Nash, but I did find the Van Halen album that I actually bought at the record store when I was 12. I actually bought it. I heard Jamie's crying. I Oh yeah, let me back up. I grew up in Southern California, and before Van Halen got really popular, and before Michael Anthony I think was not even with them, they played a concert. They weren't called Van Halen. I can't remember what they were called, but anyway, I went to a concert with a friend of mine, and they played, and it was actually at a high school auditorium, and then it wasn't until a couple years later. Yeah, it wasn't until a couple years later that a friend said that was Van Halen that we saw, because she was a few years older than me. My friend Debbie, we just found each other on Facebook again recently, and anyway, but she was like, "Do you remember when we got to see Van Halen?" I said, "Not really." And the auditorium and all. I was like, I never even made the connection that that was Van Halen that we saw, but I do remember it. I just crazy. Hey, Paul. Okay, Paul. Thanks for popping in for just a minute. I hope you have a good day at work. Hope it goes by really fast. You have a good weekend. But anyway, so I bought this album when it came out. I heard Jamie's crying, and I went right out and bought it. And the jacket's a little trashed. I had, you see the edge? Isn't that terrible? I had a small cube of records sitting in the corner of my room, and I didn't realize it, but my cat was getting on top of there and using the top of the records as a scratch pad. I have a stack of records that have this. I'm just so mad at myself for that. But look at the good condition of the center sleeve. Isn't that great? No splits, no scuff. I mean, it's in perfect condition. I kept the album in pretty good condition, which is great because I was kind of hard on my albums, so I'm glad to see this one still. The one thing I did do that kind of pisses me off is, not that it matters because I would never want to get rid of it anyway, but see that LT? The dumb kid. I did that to all of my records. I put my initial in the corner. Oh well. Anyway, I'm gonna quick show the vinyl that I got this week. You don't feel like you gotta stay, because I'm gonna leave this up. But if you do, that'd be nice. But okay. So I'm just gonna real quick go through what I had come in this week. I had Talking Heads, not Talking Heads. This is the Tom Tom Club. I tried to say too many things at one time. Spun off from Talking Heads, who's my favorite band that is not black funk. That's my favorite. Okay, but my favorite band, as far as going to see somebody live and all that, is Talking Heads. But oh, hey, good morning, Steve. How are you? Do you like to be called Steven or Steve? Okay, he'll probably answer me in a minute. But anyway, so I only had was missing 2 Tom Tom Club vinyls for my collection because I have it on CD. But I found this really cheap it was from an independent record store, but they also sell on Amazon. But they were selling it really cheap. It's in pretty good shape. Looking forward to playing it. It does need to be cleaned first, though. So then, okay. So he's good with either. I'll just call you Steve. My ex-husband was Steven, and he is a horrible person, so I'll just call you Steve. Okay. And you're Edward. Okay. And then, so this week, I found something else really cool on on Discogs. I'm gonna turn off my mic for a second so I can cough and not hurt your ears. Okay, sorry about that. I have allergies. Every morning is coughing and blowing my nose for an hour or so. But anyway, so I don't collect like whole catalogs of too many musicians. I usually just grab the albums I know I'm going to actually listen to, um, because I do like Spotify, and I'll go to Spotify if I need to hear anything else. Excuse me. But I happened to just be cruising around looking for more Les McCann. I love Les McCann, and I found this, and I had never seen it before. Lou Rawls and Lou Rawls and Les McCann. Pretty cool, huh? So I went ahead and ordered it. And when it came, excuse me, I found out that it came from the vinyl store that's about 10 minutes from my house in a small place called Huber Heights, Smash Records. And I was like, you're kidding me. They're not even listed online. They have no online store other than Discogs. They don't have a Facebook presence or anything. They're called Smash Records. And so I'm going to go there this afternoon. I have an appointment, another appointment with my dentist. I had one the other day, but I rescheduled it. Anyway, so I'm going to go by there today, and I'm going to see if he'll let me film in there and maybe interview him. No way, you're horrible. And none of us perfect. I think my husband every day, he wants to hug me and he wants to strangle me every day. Every day. So excuse me. Anyway, so I wanted to show this, but I couldn't find the person. There was this guy, I found a video of his that he made almost a year ago, where he had bought a Miles Davis record, and the record was supposed to be something like Quiet Nights. I haven't looked it up. But when he opened it up, the actual vinyl was Sketches of Spain. So he was stuck with a jacket for one album, and then, an album without a jacket for the other. And I remembered seeing something like that. So I actually dug through, because I did have all my Miles Davis in one place. Because anyway, so I went and digging, and sure, there it was. And when I pulled out the record, it was really warped and really scratched. And I was like, well, heck, I can give him a jacket for that. I can give him a jacket for that Sketches of Spain. And so now I just have to find him again. I can't remember his name. It was Robert something. Anyway, so I got to find him and let him know that I can give him this jacket. And anyway, so and I had some more record store day come in. I went ahead and got this Solomon Burke because I had a copy that I had found at a thrift store for like $1 a while back, and it was really split, and the record didn't really play that well. I don't see why this was so expensive. It doesn't appear to be really anything special or different from from what you could already just order on Discogs. But this is 180 gram vinyl, so that's always nice. But anyway, so I got the Solomon Burke, and that came in, and I went ahead and ordered another one of those Melanie records. If you didn't watch my second video, which I wouldn't blame you, there's no way you'll make it to the end. It's horrible. It's 30 minutes long, and I'm just, yammering the whole time. But anyway, so that came in. I'm not going to open this up, though, because I'm going to give that one to my friend Colleen. in honor of our Melanie story. It's at Silent Valley, which we think is hilarious. But I wanted to show this because I do have somebody following me on this channel that is a big Melanie fan, and I know that they ordered the CD, and I think they were waiting for the LP to come. I don't know if it has yet, but I wanted to show him what he can expect just in case. And anyway, so there's the front. You know, if you guys are, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Kate Bush or not, but the front of this album cover, it just is really reminiscent of Never Forever to me. And of course, I couldn't find that one either. I tried to pull it out to see if I was right or not. I need to take a look. But look at the inside. It has the lyrics, you know, just like how they used to do. All the lyrics on the inside. Gorgeous artwork. There's some nice words about the artist from Melanie on the back. It says, in regards to Flower of Light by Solomith Wolfing, says, I discovered her art when I was 18, when Vogue and 17 magazines seemed to speak a language that I didn't understand. I never got those magazines either. They're awful. They're horrible. Every last one of them. They're horrible. Ugh. Not just the ones for women, but like that GQ and Maxim and all that. Ugh. You know, all they do is just make people feel terrible for not, you know, being a certain, you know, being whatever. You know what I mean? I know you know what I'm talking about. I can't, you know, it's early and I'm drinking Kahlua and coffee, so I can't think of what I want to say right now. Oh, I love Kate Bush too. I love her. She's yeah, I love her. I love her. I think I love the Dreaming the most, which I think is one of her least. Most people don't like that album because it's just really weird, and I know it totally bombed. And the label got really upset with her, and you know that's why she turned around and did Hounds of Love. I think came right after that because they were like, you know, you have to do something more commercial. And even then, she did that B-side Ninth Wave that was really bizarre, but because she's just going to be who she is. But anyway, so back to the poem. It says, not the poem, I mean the words. The Solomith Wolfing spoke to me. This is beautiful, she said. Some years later, when I tried out being on a record label, the girl who did public relations and I were discussing her look. See, now that's something that they do to musicians. That's kind of crappy. That shouldn't even matter. But anyway, if you could look anyway, what would that be? She asked me. And I pictured the people that Wolfing painted with the beautiful swirls and layers, but most importantly, a mission, an undoubtedly noble mission. So apparently Melanie wanted to look like this. And but this is actually what she looks like. Well, pretty close. You know, I think I follow her on Twitter. She still pretty much looks the same. But anyway, I think we've been going for a little longer than I wanted to already. And oh, I agree. Oh yeah, it is. It's a good album. I love that song "Sat in Your Lap." And I know she's always been an innovator. She's always been an innovator. Oh, hey, you guys didn't get to see my lava lamp. You weren't here earlier. I got this huge lava lamp, and it takes it about 3 hours to heat up. And in the process, while it's trying to heat up, I get some truly bizarre shapes out of it. It just constantly, it goes back and forth between making boobs and making penises. And I'm not even kidding you. It is hilarious. It needs its own Instagram account. My lava lamp. Okay, and then before we go, this was the little tiny thing that I showed at the beginning of the video. Maybe you can go back and watch it, but this is what size, you know, I thought there was a smaller lava lamp, and it was so cheap that I thought, oh, it's got to be that size. That's too small. I want a bigger one than that. So I got what I thought was the next size up and ended up with this enormous thing that doesn't fit anywhere. I keep moving it around my house trying to find a home for it. Anyway, so here's this tiny, and the cute little story behind this is that when my husband and I were dating, the battery kind of went out in it, so we can't really use it anymore. We always shook this up and put it on the nightstand, when we didn't want to have all the lights on in the room, but we still want to be able to see each other, if you catch my drift. Like boom chicka wow wow. Anyway, so now we have an agreement. This little thing is special to us. We have an agreement that we both have Alzheimer's in our family, and we hope, we really really hope, especially I work with hospice, and so I've seen the effects. It's horrific. It's horrible. But we have an agreement that if either of us end up with Alzheimer's, that this is supposed to be, we're supposed to shake this up and show it to the other, and then we're supposed to remember. And I hope that happens. Okay. So, I'm terrible. There's no such thing as TMI for me. I feel sorry for people who, I feel sorry for people who can't take it, because I know some people just really get embarrassed and humiliated when other people talk about things like that. But I don't have shame, because, I mean, that's a whole story for a different time. But, I think most people that have overcome the effects of being molested as a child, the first thing you have to let go of is feeling shame around that area of your life. So I'm willing to talk about anything like that, But I want to give a shout out to somebody, because I don't know if you guys are following him or not, but especially since I couldn't find that Johnny Nash album he made. I'm gonna see if I can put it in the comments, but this guy, Madam Sin, MADAMCYN, super, super nice guy. He went through the same stuff I went through as a kid. He left some comments for me, and he and I talked. I think he's in the UK, but he made a really cool video. He does a lot of needle drops, mostly on 45s, and he'll just sit there and do one after the other, and it just reminds me of being a kid. And I agree, Stephen. Please. I mean, I may not care about talking about sex and certain stuff like that, but I really don't need to hear people's poop stories unless they're hilarious. If it's hilarious, okay. But sometimes my husband will come out of the bathroom and say, "Oh, I feel 10 pounds lighter." Ugh. And I just lose my appetite every time, So, oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. Anyway, so Madam Sin, really nice guy. He did a shout out video for me a few days ago, and he started it out by playing the 45 of Johnny Nash. I Can See Clearly Now, and so you can hear that, and I'm gonna put the link to him there, and I'll put a link to you two guys too, for joining in. I appreciate it. I'm surprised that that you guys were here. A lot of people. I didn't expect anybody to even be on this morning, because it's Friday. I didn't know. Okay, well, I'm gonna head over and see if Rachel's open yet and say hi to her. So I guess I'll see you guys later on the day, I hope. I agree. We need to laugh more. There's so much serious shit going on in the world. We've got to laugh. Just got to. All right. Peace. Yes. And support our friends. Thank you. I enjoyed it too. And you know what? As soon as I can figure out how to let people join me, then I will. I'm probably going to go live again on, I guess, Monday. I think I'll start doing it like Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I think so. About like 20 minutes of coffee together. Sounds good. Okay. Peace. See you guys later on today.